Good morning, SKN. I'm Cortense Kati. We do apologize for the slight delay in the start of our program this morning. That's due to a bit of technical difficulties. We do hope you understand.
And I'm Daniel Blake. Today in our weather, we have partly cloudy skies with a 60% or moderate chance of brief passing morning showers, a high of 88 and a low of 72 degrees Fahrenheit.
Fahrenheit down by 3. Yesterday was 75.
And only brief showers, and only this morning, hopefully.
As I said, every time I come out of the bed in the morning, that's when the rain is started. It's time to fall. It's time to fall. So we take this opportunity to encourage our viewing audience to be present in every moment today. So in everything you do today, we ask that you be present. And we begin this morning with our first local story. Senior civil servants urged to continue to deliver professional service. This from the press unit in the office of the Prime Minister. Permanent secretaries in the government of St. Kitts and Nevis were yesterday, Wednesday, May 11, 2022, presented to the reshuffled cabinet of ministers to whom they now report following Tuesday's May 10th announcement by Prime Minister Dr. the Honorable Timothy Harris. In his address to the nation, the Honorable Prime Minister, we do apologize for the brief break in our transmission. We continue now with the news. At Wednesday's brief meeting at the Ministry of Finance conference room, Prime Minister Harris recorded his profound gratitude to the senior civil servants for their hard work over the last 7 years and encouraged them to continue to provide faithful and professional service to the government of St. Kitts and Nevis. The Honorable Prime Minister Dr. Timothy Harris said, and quote, We have relied upon and we want to continue to rely upon a skilled, motivated, and efficient civil service with a professional ethos. That is critically important, the professional ethos of the civil servants, and so we are expecting that each and every one will deliver professional service. I expect that the ministers will have the fullest cooperation and support of every permanent secretary in general, and those who are directed to report to them by way of the constitutional mandate and the reorganization of the cabinet, end quote.
So this is
cooperation.
Yeah, and it's to let our investors know that we are still a stable government.
We are still a stable government, indeed.
Indeed. And next, in our local news, by way of a Nevis Island Administration press release, Honorable Hazel Brandy Williams, Junior Minister of Health and Gender Affairs in the Nevis Island Administration, NIA, urged members of the public to support the Nevis Nurses Association during their Nurses Week 2022 events from May 9th to 15th, as she officially declared the week open. The week of activities with the theme Nurses, a Voice to Lead, Invest in Nursing and Respect Rights to Secure Global Health is held in honor of International Nurses Day, observed annually on May 12, 2022, in celebration of nurses and their profession worldwide. Mrs. Brandy Williams said, I quote, I encourage one and all to support the initiatives of the Nurses Association and join the Ministry of Health and Gender Affairs as we celebrate our nurses and continue to promote the profession whilst providing opportunities for them to achieve educational and career advancement in a supportive environment. As Minister responsible for Health and Gender Affairs, I now declare Nurses Week 2022 officially open, end of quote. Mrs. Brandy Williams quoted the International Council of Nurses as describing International Nurses Day as a demonstration of the need to invest in nursing, to build a resilient, highly qualified nursing workforce, and to protect nurses' rights in order to transform health systems to meet the needs of individuals and communities now and in the future. Kudos to our nurses. We know that your job isn't easy. So continue doing what you do.
Yeah,
we are grateful.
Continue doing the great work. We continue now with our third story. This from SKNIS. Kittian and University of the West Indies, UE, Global Alumni Representative Craig Tuckett has been invited to participate in the African Dialogues on Recognition, Justice and Development on May 12th and 13th, 2022. In Barbados at the Hilton Barbados Resort. The African Diaspora Dialogues will be hosted by the government of Barbados, the UE and the United Nations Population Fund, UNFPA, under the theme Shaping the Present for the Future We Want. In 2021, the UE played an important role in the organization of the CARICOM Africa Summit. As such, they will be essential in the conceptualization of the next steps that will further and strengthen the relationship between Africa and its sixth region. With their support, the dialogues will serve as a platform for thought leadership on the organization of the Africa and African Diaspora International Summit in Africa. The interregional dialogue will take place in person and will be considered a major event in the 2022 annual calendar of the International Decade for People of African Descent. Aligned with commitments made by governments at the ICPD 25 Nairobi Summit, as well as build support for the newly established Permanent Forum for People of African Descent. So we are still trying
to come together.
Build equality.
Yeah, we're so diverse, so many different areas of the world and so many different peoples, cultures.
And it all came from where?
Africa.
Ladies and gentlemen, there we have it for our local segment of the news. Stay tuned, we will be back with our regional and international segment.
You ever hear earthquake call and say, "Hello, Miss Lee, yes, it's me, earthquake, I come in Tuesday around 10? No, sir. Earthquake does arrive unannounced, and when it come, it shake all sense and sensibility out of we. Remain calm, stay inside, and do the DCH. Drop, cover, hold on. Once the shaking starts, you know it's earthquake. Make a quick move to a safe place. Don't run to the door, we are in the exit. Stairs might block up or full of people. Elevator, avoid that, because you might get in and poof, power gone, and you're stuck in that box without ear. Take cover under a strong table or a bed, or crouch against an inside wall or in a corner, and cover your face and your head with your arms. Remember, DCH, drop, cover, hold on. Glass windows and doors, outside walls and doors in an earthquake, bad news. Take care yourself. Most injuries during earthquakes happen when something drop and hit people entering or exiting a building. Last thing, don't want to run outside and ask, you feel it, you feel it? Remain calm, stay indoors until all the shaking stop, and do the DCH, drop, cover, hold on.
Dreamy Decor specializes in flowers for all events, from birthdays to weddings and any other special occasion. What's a better way to express to the people you love than by providing the finest selection of beautiful flowers and gifts? So when you think of flowers, think of us, Dreamy Decor.
Welcome back to Good Morning SKN. We now continue with the latest in regional news. Neighbors angry as 2-year-old Kaimani found dead. This from the Trinidad Guardian. Thousands across the country and in the quiet community of Tekia Village, Point 14, were tossed into grief yesterday after 2-year-old Kaimani Francis was found dead in the Guapo River a day after he went missing. The toddler was found by a member of a search and rescue group from the village shortly after 11 a.m. Guardian Media was told by officials that Kaimani had blood in his nose when he was found. Rescue teams had resumed their search for the boy from before 5 a.m. after the efforts involving hundreds of soldiers, police, hunters, and community members on Monday failed to find him. The search ended with the discovery of his body face down in the water, clad only in the pamper he was wearing when he wandered from his home at 10:40 on Monday morning. He was discovered in an area that was searched the day before in the direction the boy walked while heading towards a bushy area in the rural community the day before. He would have passed 2 wooden houses just off the roadway from the home he shared with his family. A neighbor who claimed she had observed Kaimani veering away from his home said she contacted the police while pursuing the boy. However, she explained that he was so far ahead of her that she lost sight of him after he turned a corner at the end of the street. The barefooted toddler would have had to walk for nearly a mile from his home beneath the sweltering heat in an oil sand road and venture off into the grassy track with stones and debris to reach where his body was found. Investigators are trying to determine how he did all of this on his own.
That's so sad.
Yeah, sad. Our prayers go out to the family of Kaimani, and we hope they find some sort of closure.
I don't ever think we find closure with the death or the loss of someone. We continue now with international news. This from Al Jazeera. Al Jazeera reporter killed during Israeli raid in the West Bank. Veteran Al Jazeera journalist Shireen Abu Akleh was shot and killed while covering an Israeli military raid in the occupied West Bank town of Jenin early Wednesday. The broadcaster and a reporter who was wounded in the incident blamed Israeli forces. The Israel army initially raised the possibility that Abu Akleh might might have been killed by stray Palestinian fire, saying militants were also present in the area. However, Army Chief Lieutenant General Aviv Kochavi later stepped back from that assertion, saying that, and quote, "At this stage, we cannot determine by whose fire she was harmed, and we regret her death," end quote. Abu Akla, 51, was a respected and familiar face in the Middle East, known for her coverage of the harsh realities of Israel's military occupation for the past 3 decades. Her death reverberated across the region and set alight social media. She reported for Al Jazeera Arabic language channel and was also a US citizen. She was fatally shot in the head early Wednesday on the outskirts of the Jenin refugee camp in the northern West Bank. Her producer, Palestinian journalist Ali Samoudi, was hospitalized in stable condition after being shot in the back. Al Jazeera accused Israel of deliberately targeting and killing our colleague. Palestinian journalists who were with Abu Akla at the time said they made their presence known to Israeli soldiers and that they did not see militants in the area.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's a lot of repercussions to that. Mm-hmm.
And they take her out just like that.
Mm-hmm. And when you see the photos, she was wearing the press jacket, so there was the word press
That's
written.
Why they did the head.
Yeah, but the word press was written across there clearly, so they did see.
They couldn't miss, right?
Well, I don't know if it was intentional. We'll wait on the investigation to find that out.
That's so sad. So now I would think journalists will have to start wearing headgear now.
Well, actually, they do have a helmet. Some of them do wear a helmet, but I don't know how much protection that would really offer.
Okay.
Because if they shoot you in the face.
Oh my gosh, you're gone still. Oh my God. Well, ladies and gentlemen, there you have it for the latest in regional and international news. Stay tuned. We will be right back.
Children, how can you tell a tsunami coming?
Teacher me.
Sammy?
My mother said when uncle jump in the pool and the water spoosh out, that's how you tell a tsunami coming.
Settle down, children. Settle down. Do you remember our tsunami song?
Yes! When you feel it shaking and it's moving around, you see the ocean gone left the fish and the sand. You should run to hide on a tsunami soon come. Mommy, uncle not here and the other shake.
Hush your mouth.
Daddy, uncle not here and the sea gone.
Who cares? You don't see all them free fish? Quick, give me the bag.
This is how you tell a tsunami a come. Teacher says so. I would have failed in school, you know.
Sammy, come, let me go. They would have failed anyhow. Let me run, see, Sammy.
When you feel the earth shaking and it's moving all around, you see the ocean gone left the fish and the sand. You should run to higher ground, a tsunami soon come.
You can lower your salt intake by reducing salty foods, removing table salt, and using salt alternatives when cooking.
Everyone is encouraged to adopt a healthy and positive approach to daily life. Here are a few friendly reminders.
When you go to the local market and food vendors, remember to maintain a social distance of 6 feet or 2 meters apart. And always wear your mask.
Always keep your hands clean. Wash your hands with soap and water or use an alcohol-based hand sanitizer. When dining, choose restaurants with staggered seating. This will lower the risk of transmission.
If you have a fever, cough, or other respiratory symptoms, please wear a mask and seek medical care immediately. Rest at home and do not visit the food vendors, local markets, or restaurants.
Dreamy Decor specializes in flowers for all events, from birthdays to weddings and any other special occasion. What's a better way to express to the people you love than by providing the finest selection of beautiful flowers and gifts? So when you think of flowers, think of us, Dreamy Decor.
Bless up, Dejo here, and I'm doing my part in the fight against COVID-19 by following all safety protocols and, most importantly, rolling up my sleeve for the vaccine. So I'm encouraging you to do the same, because that's our best shot of protecting ourselves, our family, and our friends. So don't wait, vaccinate. Let's roll up to roll out.
Yeah. I know we can make it. It's only just a phase. Once we're vaccinated, and everybody gonna be safe. Everybody gonna be one safe. Kind, yeah. One people. We are roll up to roll up. Yeah. Cause no man's alone. Do what's right. Alright. Cause I love you. Brother, my sister. And we're in this together. My sister, my brother. I don't wanna lose you. I love you too much. I think it's better for us, yeah, yeah. It's better for us. Hey, I don't wanna lose you. I love you too much, yeah, yeah. It's better for us. Tell your mommy to roll up to roll out.
I'm here to say kids, Nevis, with the name for us I represent for the Ministry of Health. Yeah. Respect the COVID protocols. In a time like this, all for one for all. Saying kids, Nevis, don't forget your mask. Wear it everywhere you go. Sanitize before and after everything you do. Cause you never know what's on the surface of the places you go. Maintain a safe social distance between me and you. Keep calm and stay focused. Don't be a fool, seek the facts first. And boost your immune system up. Don't wanna lose no more of us. Mask up, sanitize, observe the protocols all about. Be wise, mask up, sanitize. Me family fitting boat, and you.
Blessed love and greetings. This is Infamous, and I am here to encourage every Kititian and Nivision to remember that we have our part to play in the fight against COVID-19. So sanitize, wear your face mask, practice social distancing, and go and get vaccinated. For me no know about you, but me love think it's bad. Easy no man.
These teen boys nowadays get me so upset. I see these teen girls with their big bellies and you want to tell me y'all couldn't protect her and yourself? Come on. Now don't tell me no stupidness about you feel embarrassed about getting a pack of condoms or asking somebody for one. That ain't nothing to be ashamed about. You should be proud that you are making a wise decision, but you still have to abstain from having sex with someone under the age of consent. If your boys are pressuring you to have sex and you don't want to, then don't. You are in charge of your life, not them. I heard another one saying it's sweeter without a condom. But my granny always told me, no glove, no love. So let me tell you something. It's sweeter to have money in your pockets and not have to support a child at that young age. Before I say anything else, the best way to prevent teenage pregnancy is to abstain. In other words, no do it. Let me talk to the big men troubling underage girls.
Why you sleeping with your daughter? You not live clean. Your girl at 16, and your daughter at 13. So girl a look me, but me know in that. Big man no deal with back pamba.
You understand where I'm coming from, right?
This message was brought to you by Project Viola through the Department of Gender Affairs with support from the Basic Needs Trust Fund and the Caribbean Development Bank.
No cash, no card, no problem. Dad, embrace the freedom.
You ever hear Earthquake call and say, "Hello, Miss Lee, yes, it's me, Earthquake, I coming Tuesday around 10? No, sir. Earthquake does arrive unannounced, and when it come, it shake all sense and sensibility out of we. Remain calm, stay inside, and do the DCH. Drop, cover, hold on. Once the shaking starts, you know it's earthquake. Make a quick move to a safe place. Don't run to the doorway or any exit. Stairs might block up or full of people. Elevator, avoid that because you might get in and poof, power gone, and you're stuck in that box without ear. Take cover under a strong table or a bed, or crouch against an inside wall or in a corner, and cover your face and your head with your arms. Remember, DCH, drop, cover, hold on. Glass windows and doors, outside walls and doors in an earthquake, bad news. Take care yourself. Most injuries during earthquakes happen when something drop and hit people entering or exiting a building. Last thing, don't want to run outside and ask, you feel it, you feel it? Remain calm, stay indoors until all the shaking stop, and do the DCH, drop, cover, hold on.
Welcome back to Good Morning SKN. Today is Fibromyalgia Awareness Day. Fibromyalgia is a chronic, immobilizing, and not widely known disease which affects many men and women worldwide, though it is 7 times more likely to affect women than men. So we'd like to take part in this awareness campaign by informing you about the extent of this disease and how it affects those who experience it. So what are some of the common symptoms of fibromyalgia?
Well, we have widespread pain, joint and muscle stiffness after sleeping, headaches, irregular sleep patterns, tingling and numbness in the hands and feet, restless legs syndrome, sensitivity to heat or cold, difficulties with memory and concentration, known as fibrofog.
Yeah, brain fog.
Oh boy. Fatigue and irritable bowel syndrome. That's a whole lot of symptoms.
A lot.
Right.
Oh, strength of a woman, yes?
Restless leg syndrome.
Imagine that. Your legs just moving and you don't know.
Right.
You're not moving.
And what I don't like particularly, I mean, all of the symptoms are not good, but particularly the one about the brain fog.
Yeah.
I call it fibrofog.
Have you ever had brain fog though?
I've lost my thoughts.
I've had brain fog
quite a bit.
It doesn't feel nice up
times. Okay.
Yeah, because it actually it actually feels like, you know, when you see fog. To me, that's how it feels up there.
Oh.
And it hurts. It hurts and you just feel lethargic. You just wanna, and that's before I got diagnosed. It was, oh my gosh, unreal. Yeah.
Okay. So I guess there are certain things in the same way when we spoke about the illness recently that lupus. You see, that's not brain fog. That's just not remembering. When we spoke about lupus, the same lethargic symptoms.
As Vicky and Keisha said, you're tired.
You're tired.
You're just extremely tired. I have a way where I self-diagnose myself. So if I'm extremely tired, I go and Google what could be the problem.
But then even looking at these two illnesses, lupus and fibromyalgia, there are similar symptoms. So it's not really good to self-diagnose because some illnesses have similar things, and then you might say, oh my gosh, I have, and then it's not that.
Freak out, exactly. Other symptoms includes problems with vision, nausea, pelvic and urinary issues, rapid weight gain, dizziness, cold or flu-like symptoms, skin problems, chest symptoms, depression and or anxiety, and breathing problems. See? Just like lupus, a few lupus symptoms.
Yeah, the symptoms are very similar. The anxiety, right? And the
skin problems, the rash from the sun. Wow.
So, you know, it's a challenging illness. And only in recent times we've seen ads on TV because they're trying to you know, sell certain types of medications and encouraging you to ask your doctor if you can use this to affect it. So it has brought the illness to the fore in that way, even though the real motive is to sell medicine. But it has made persons aware of some of the things that can, you know, symptoms of having fibromyalgia. So it's another illness that, you know, has quite a few things that make you feel out of whack.
I swear. I don't know where the disease is coming from. They need to go back from whence they come at. Because even with the medication, you realize in the fine print, you're taking a medication for one thing, but then you have to experience all these other things to feel better, which in actuality don't make you feel better until a long period of time.
Yeah, and at least they most often tell you about the side effects, so you know what to expect, but that doesn't remove the uncomfortable feeling that happens.
Because you're still unnerved. You think you're going to take it and you're going to be fine. No, you have to be this way or that way or that way.
You have to deal with something else.
And then you'll be fine. Nothing is quick. But I wish medication was like microwave food. Quick.
In what way?
Quick. So we wouldn't have to go through all the side effects before we get the healing or the result that we desire.
Right, yes.
Because you see, they do tell us, you must experience this, and they speak very fast.
And sometimes the side effects are worse than the illness. If you experience all the side effects, but fortunately, most often you don't. If you do, it's one or two, but yeah.
The life, yes, this body. Symptoms can appear at any time during a person's life, but they are most common between the ages of 30 and 50.
So you think you're living your life going along nice and merrily, and then bam!
Just like Emerald, bam. These are supposed to be the years when you relax, you know, 31 and down to 40,
they call it
50.
your prime of your life.
I know, your prime of your life is not prime.
Right,
full of all kind of ups and downs.
Right, so that also encourages us to realize that live your life well, and not just live for the moment, but live so that the legacy that you leave is a good one.
And live every moment, as we said on the opening of the show. So enjoy every moment, folks, because we don't know. We can never say, oh, we did this and we did that, because sometimes we take excellent care of ourselves. We exercise, we eat well, and then these things just pop up on us.
Yes. And you see, some of these things are actually hereditary. So it's not to say you could really avoid them. And sometimes it's not just your parents. It can be somebody way back in the generations that would have had this. And those days they might not have even known how to diagnose what it was. And so now you in this generation going along merrily. And then
I like the undiagnosed age. People live longer. Don't you think? Because our grannies and great-grannies, look how long they live. They probably had fibromyalgia, diabetes, pressure, sugar. They work so hard in the fields and they live. Look at us now. We're getting all these diagnoses and then our lifespan is this short.
Well, it was a different time. They did harder work and they ate healthier because they ate what was from the ground.
Yeah, but that's starch, that's sugar, that's diabetes.
Yeah, but you see, that's the thing. They burnt it off. With the work.
You have a point.
We sit behind the desk.
I know.
So we eat the same kind of, because some of the meals are actually traditional, yes. So we eat similar stuff to them, except the provision. They ate more ground provision.
Yeah, they did.
And then we just sit. And we don't take the time to go and exercise, and that results in that. But illnesses like fibromyalgia, hats off to those persons who are living with these illnesses, and we hope that the research continues so that you will have some relief in the near future.
Instafix.
Well, I'm not sure about that, but at least to ease the symptoms, etc. Yeah, because research sometimes takes a while.
Too long. You want to?
So fibromyalgia is a difficult disease to diagnose. There isn't a specific set of testing that can find or diagnose it, and the symptoms that sufferers experience are often attributed to other diseases before fibromyalgia is accurately identified, and there is no cure. So at the moment, the only option for sufferers is to have several treatments. We were just talking about that.
So you see, it's a prelude of something to come. Look at that.
So it's better to get medical professional diagnosis in terms of what it is, because it mimics other illnesses.
Illnesses indeed.
Yeah.
Man.
All right, so kudos to you guys. Continue fighting the fight, just like our colleagues with lupus.
Yeah.
It's not easy going through these things, but
changes your entire
hope.
The entire way you live life. Yeah, but there is always
hope. Yeah. As noted, there's research that we can go into, and
wow, look at that.
So to stand in solidarity with those who are experiencing fibromyalgia, we're purple. Again, something with lupus.
I wonder if this is the onset of lupus. Or this is the continuation of lupus.
One of the things, because remember, they were mentioning that there is certain things that can result as a result of lupus.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
I hope. Oh my God.
I don't know.
I wonder if it's a prelude or after.
We want to encourage you to always treat individuals with kindness.
Always. And don't tell them you're sick again. That's not
exactly.
Cool.
As we learned from our interview with our representatives from the Lupus Hope Foundation.
Yeah.
So be kind. That's our word for the day. Be kind.
Yeah,
we'll be right back after this short commercial.
Hi. If you are a smoker, please pay attention to this message. According to the World Health Organization, there are 1.3 billion smokers in the world today, and tobacco kills 1 out of every 2 smokers. Did you know that there is enough nicotine in 5 cigarettes to kill an average adult if ingested whole? There are more than 7,000 chemicals in tobacco smoke, of which more than 250 are known to be harmful. More than 69 are known to cause cancer, and 16 are classified as Group 1 carcinogens. Smoking kills. Are you ignoring that warning every time you smoke? Please stop. Smoking can lead to severe health complications and even death. It affects almost every organ in the body, especially the lungs and heart. It raises blood pressure, increases blood clots, and increases the risk of stroke, heart attack, and cancer. It is hard to quit smoking, but it is not impossible. Don't let tobacco destroy you. Remember the 4 Ds to curb your tobacco cravings. 1. Delay. Set a time limit before you decide to smoke. 2. Drink water. Go get a drink before you do anything else. 3. Do something else. Have a goodie bag handy of other things to do. And 4. Deep breathing. Take at least 10 deep breaths every time you think about smoking. Quit smoking and live a longer and happier life. This message is brought to you by the Ministry of Health, St. Kitts and Nevis.
Welcome back to Good Morning SKN. The Nevis Cooperative Credit Union, NCCU Limited, will be celebrating its 50th anniversary on July 25th, 2022. In honor of this, they have been hosting year-long celebratory activities. Some of these activities include giving monthly care packages to their long-standing members and also an upcoming relay run. To tell us more about the 50th anniversary, we warmly welcome JD Keynes, Business Development and Marketing Officer at NCCU. Welcome, JD. Welcome to Good Morning SKN. You are most welcome. What is the theme or the slogan for the 50th anniversary celebration?
Did earlier was
Hi, if you are a smoker, please pay
Greetings, my lovely people. I'm Chantel, residing in Taiwan. 12 hours time difference. It's nighttime here, morning time in SK. I'm busy and on the go. However, I always manage to keep up to date with what's happening in SK. All thanks to Good Morning SKN. Good morning SKN. Ciao, bango!
SKN and viewers, we do apologize for that bit of technical difficulty, but we are back. So thank you for sticking and staying with us. And we are speaking to JD Keynes, the Business Development and Marketing Officer of the NCCU. JD, you just told us that there was an auditor at NCCU that won the slogan competition for the 50th anniversary. Could you tell us a bit about that again?
Yes, you're so correct. So this year we decided to throw out our 50th anniversary slogan competition to members of staff because we wanted our internal membership to be part of the process just as much as our external membership. And Ms. Zavalicia Claxton, who works in the internal audit department here at the Nevis Cooperative Credit Union Limited, secured the first place prize for submitting the winning slogan. And that slogan is consistency, financial security, and serving the community, 50 years of development and prosperity. We also had a logo competition for our staff, and the winning logo was submitted by Ms. Tamara Johnson, who works in our Human Resource and Administration Department.
Nice. Okay. So tell us a bit about some of those activities that would have taken place previously, because we did see some things in the news, and it was community giving back. Tell us about that.
Yes. So every month from January straight down to December, we are giving back to our community in a different way, in the form of food packages or care packages rather. And so we started off in January and we've been consistent on a monthly basis. We haven't yet done it for May, but we'll be doing that soon. But what we do, we identify about 4 or 5 persons each month and we deliver care packages to them. These persons are all members of the credit union, and the category varies from month to month. So for example, one month we had persons who are among the longest members. They've been members the longest in the credit union movement. We've had some persons who are physically challenged. We've had persons who, we just wanted to reach out to them because we appreciate so much their service. So the category varies from month to month, but that happens every single month this year. So that's ongoing. In January, we officially launched the year of activities. And so we had a ceremony in January. Right now, we are gearing up for what is expected to be a keenly contested relay competition or relay run that takes place a week from now on the 21st of May. And we'll be doing a road relay from the airport in Nevis right into Charlestown. So that's covering considerable ground, but we have 6 stations and we have quite a few teams who have already signed up. And today is actually the final day to register. So go on out and register to be part of this exciting relay run.
So JD, are there any other upcoming activities other than the relay run you just mentioned?
Sure. So the relay run happens this month, but yes, we do have some additional activities. So in June, we will be doing, care packages again. July now is our actual anniversary. So July is the big deal. Okay. Yes. And so in July, we plan to reveal our commemorative magazine. That is something that we are working very hard towards. And by the way, I'll put a plug in here because businesses that wish to advertise in our commemorative magazine, they can do so. You can just call the credit union and we'll be happy to facilitate you. We'll also be having an anniversary church service and members appreciation exercise. We'll also have a square fair. You hear how fancy that sounds?
Yes, it does.
In the square in Charlestown and having a fair, showcasing all that we do, talking about our products and services. And we actually should be having some new products and services rolling out within a month or two. And so you'll be hearing much more about that. We also want to have an appreciation cocktail because, the credit union movement is all about giving back. And a lot of the work that happens is voluntary. And so we like to, wherever possible, show appreciation to persons. So all of that is taking place in July. Then in August, we hope to sell some commemorative t-shirts, monthly care packages, as I mentioned, every month. And we're also going to have an essay competition for secondary school students that will be launched shortly. And we are hoping to have the announcement in October. However, we'll launch the competition shortly, giving the students a lot of time to work on their essays. And then we'll announce the winners and they'll get some attractive prizes. We're not forgetting the primary school students though, because we intend to have a primary school quiz in November. And to top it all off in December, we hope to have a staff awards gala. And now, just from the name of it, you realize this is a big deal. Eh?
Gala.
So we have staff at the credit union going on diets just for this, because we realize it's a big thing. But we're really happy about our 50th anniversary celebration. We've had some ups and some downs. Yes, we are the oldest credit union, but it speaks to our commitment as an institution. It speaks to the drive of our employees, and it speaks to the general support of our membership.
I love that. And I love the fact that there is history here because you mentioned it's the oldest credit union. Maybe if you can let us know when it was started and are there any individuals who are of note at that point in time?
Awesome. So we officially became the Nevis Cooperative Credit Union in July of 1972, July 25th to be precise. However, prior to July of 1972, we actually were the Civil Service Cooperative Credit Union between the period 1956 to 1965 rather, to 1966, so just 1 year. We were the Civil Service Cooperative Credit Union, and then we moved to the Charlestown Cooperative Credit Union from 1966 to 1972. And then in 1972, we became the Nevis Cooperative Credit Union. And so that is when we started counting the 50 years. Currently, there are 4 credit unions in St. Kitts and Nevis. This credit union, which is the Nevis Cooperative Credit Union Limited. There's a St. Kitts Cooperative Credit Union Limited. There is the First Federal Cooperative Credit Union, and there is also the Police Cooperative Credit Union. We credit a lot of persons for the credit union movement. However, Wilbur Edmund Ingle Blackett, for short, Ingle Blackett is one of the persons who is of note as a credit union pioneer and founder, not just because of his work at the Nevis Credit Union level, but because he did considerable work in really getting the cooperative movement and the credit union movement up and running in both St. Kitts and Nevis. And so you would find that our main building here on the island of Nevis is named in his honor.
Nice, JD. And thank you so much for that little history lesson. I'm sure there's so much more you can tell us. And with that thought, we're going to ask you to hold on for us, JD, because we are going to be right back after this short commercial break.
Okay.
No cash, no card, no problem. Dad, embrace the freedom.
When growing your savings, where you save matters more than you think. Dare to compare and see for yourself why you should start saving and investing at First Federal Credit Union. You don't have to settle for cents. Let your money make sense. Reap a higher return by stashing your cash in a high-yield savings account or term deposit and earn up to 4% interest on your money. At First Federal, we say yes.
And we are back. We continue this interesting conversation with JD Keynes as we're speaking about the 50th anniversary celebrations of the Nevis Cooperative Credit Union. Business Development and, the Nevis Cooperative Credit Union. So, JD, what exactly is the difference between a cooperative credit union and a bank?
Okay, thank you for that. A lot of persons tend to get confused between a credit union and a commercial bank. Understandably so, because we both offer financial products and services. We both offer loans, we both offer savings packages. So there are a lot of similarities between the two. However, credit unions are owned by its members. Credit unions are owned by its shareholders. And so you would find that the persons who are making the decisions at the credit union level or for the credit union movement are you and me. The ordinary person who has a direct interest in the credit union movement. So our members form our board. Our members are our staff. Our members are our directors. So that's one of the fundamental differences between the credit union and a commercial bank, in that we are owned by our members, which means that whenever the credit union makes a profit, that profit is shared with our membership in the form of dividends.
Right. Yes, that's a big difference. It's we are involved in making our own money.
Yeah. Yes, indeed.
All right. So, how can patrons get involved in the 50th anniversary celebration? Because you mentioned so many activities, including the one that's coming up, which is the relay run. But how can they get involved in the other activities?
Okay, awesome. So I want to encourage everybody to follow the Nevis Credit Union on social media. We are on Facebook primarily. We are also on YouTube and Instagram, as well as LinkedIn. And we have a website. That way you can stay in touch with all that's happening, not just for our 50th anniversary, but in general. As it relates to the relay run, remember I said that today is the final day to sign up right? You can sign up online because on our Facebook page, we have a link that you can click and register. Very easy process. You can also scan the QR code that's on the poster because, you know, we're tech savvy, you know.
Yeah,
you know,
and that's easy. Yeah.
Very easy, very easy. And so we wanted to make it easy. So you can do that, scan the QR code as well. You can also visit the credit union and sign up. We asked for 6 members to be on each team because there are 6 stations, one at the airport in Newcastle, one at Orly, that's where you take the water taxi from in Nevis. There's one at the Seabridge where you take the Seabridge dock in Nevis. Then there's one at the top of Cotton Ground, Jessop's, and then TDC. So 6 stations, nice leg each station is. The registration fee is just $60. But for $60 registration, you get a chance to win. First place, $1,000 as well as a trophy.
Lovely.
Second place, $750 as well as a trophy. And third place, $500 as well as a trophy. And so these are some of the attractive prizes. But you're not doing it just for prizes. You're doing it for fitness. You want to stay fit and we want to lifestyle, right?
We just need to get 4 more bodies, and we will be there.
And so there's so many advantages to participating, but I want everyone to really participate. It's going to be a good exercise, a good activity. I am told that we have schools who are participating, track clubs, persons who just are interested in fitness. It's something for everyone.
That's good.
Will you be participating, JD?
The verdict is still out. I am contemplating participating. I don't really want to show up. I get you. To see that I am coming from the credit union, I'm beating all these trucks.
In terms of, I suppose, the categories of winners, so there will be like maybe categories, some for the youngest person who participates, the oldest person.
Remember, it's a group. It's a team.
It's a group. It's a team effort.
Yeah, it's a team. Yeah, so we're doing the prizes collectively rather than individually. But that's not a bad suggestion. I'll take it back to the team and hear if any consideration can be given to that. But that's a good suggestion.
It would be interesting for that.
JD, can you speak to your 50 for 50 loan?
Oh, yes. So
love the enthusiasm.
50th anniversary loan was actually launched in December last year, just ahead of the Christmas celebration, the festive season. But it's running for an entire year, and it's where our members get an opportunity to borrow up to $50,000, to $50,000 for any purpose. And the idea is, we've never had a loan of this type before, to be honest. We've always had very attractive loan offers, but not quite one like this. And so we decided to do something different as a form of giving back to the general membership. And that's our 50 for 50 anniversary loan. The payment is very reasonable. The thing is, you can consolidate another loan that you have with us, or you can consolidate a loan that you have at another institution, making your payments smaller, and that way giving you a lot more flexibility, on a monthly basis to meet other demands. And so that's the rationale behind it. We have a very low interest rate in terms of your payment terms. And so it doesn't take long at all. We encourage persons to just visit the credit union and ask about it. You can ask any member of our team because we are all equipped with that information. That's something that we try to do at the Nevis Credit Union. You get up to 6 years to repay. And as I told you, the interest rate is very manageable. It's for any purpose. And it's just our way of giving back to our general membership.
All right. So any other new things in store for the Nevis Cooperative Credit Union?
The last thing I want to mention is that coming up, we will be launching, drum roll, our prepaid debit card. This is something that our members have been asking for quite some time. And we've tried it before. We've tried to get to this point, had some challenges, and then in some cases the market wasn't ready, but it's ready now and we are ready. And so very, very soon we'll be rolling out our prepaid debit card for our members. We are totally excited about this, and you will be hearing much more about this soon.
Nice. So we can top up.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
We're making it easier for everyone. And listen, not because you're in St. Kitts, it doesn't mean that this precludes you from becoming a member of the Nevis Credit Union. You know, what I like to tell people who live on St. Kitts is this. If you really want to save, you have to put your money further away from you. So bring it over to Nevis. That way you're not inclined to be touching it every minute.
That is a good point.
But JD, with the card, we may be inclined.
I know.
You may be inclined, you know, but we can work something out. We'll talk to you and tell you what are the pros and the cons. But I always tell persons resident on St. Kitts, listen, you can really save if you put your money at the Nevis Credit Union, because you are not going to catch a boat just to withdraw your money. You understand?
Yeah.
And you don't have to sign up for the card. You can let your family members in Nevis handle that part.
Okay. That's a great way to end this segment, JD. Thank you.
It was a pleasure, JD. Always a pleasure.
Yes, it is. You are most welcome. So don't go anywhere. We'll be right back after this short commercial break.
The continued fight against COVID-19 requires the continued practice of public health measures across all sectors and in every community. Frequent and proper hand washing, wearing face masks, and physical distancing. Do you know who is not physical distancing? The Aedes aegypti mosquito. Let's avoid overloading our healthcare systems. This means simultaneously protecting yourselves and your loved ones from all disease, including mosquito-borne illness like dengue fever, Zika, and chikungunya viruses. Did you know that dengue is the most common mosquito-borne viral disease in the world? So let's get to work. Use window and door screens to keep mosquitoes out. Change the water in vases and scrub inside surfaces to remove mosquito eggs. Avoid using saucers with potted plants to prevent collection of water. Securely cover water barrels and drums with mosquito netting and properly fitted covers. Scrub the inside walls of water barrels and drums with detergent 1 to 2 times per week. Walk around the outside of your home and remove or overturn containers that can collect water and become breeding sites. Mosquitoes only need a small amount of water to lay their eggs. Remove unwanted cans, bottles, buckets, or used tires. Other items still in use must be properly stored in covered areas to avoid water settling in them. Clean roof gutters and air conditioner trays. Debushing and removing tall grass from around your home or establishment is also key to reducing mosquito populations. To decrease your risk of being bitten by infected mosquitoes, use proven personal protective methods too. Apply an effective mosquito repellent to exposed areas of skin according to manufacturer's instructions. Wear light-colored long pants and shirts while outdoors in the early morning and late afternoons. Further, protect vulnerable family members like pregnant women, children, the elderly, and persons who are unwell by using mosquito nets to sleep or rest, even during the day. Fight the bite and protect yourself and your family too from mosquito-borne diseases. This message is brought to you by the Pan American Health Organization, Office for Barbados and the Eastern Caribbean countries.
Did you know that there are certain seasonings that contain more salt than you actually need? There are more natural, healthier ways to reduce the salt intake in your dishes by using natural things like onions, garlic, seasoned peppers, and even thyme and merengue powder.
Salt is an important part of the human diet, but most of us consume more than we realize.
if you gradually use less salt, you will gradually want less salt. Eating less salty foods will reduce your cravings for salty foods. Let's get salt smart.
And we're back on Good Morning SKN. Shobina Prince, the multifaceted cosmetic entrepreneur and owner of Native Radiance, was recently presented the Carisco's Person of the Month Award. If you didn't know, Carisco's is a non-profit organization created from the passion for cosmetic science. The organization aims to share science knowledge, to grow the Caribbean Scientist Network, and to inform the general public about cosmetic sciences. Today we have the pleasure of speaking with Shobina Prince to learn Shobina Prince, to learn more about the reception of this award. Good morning, Shobina.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Welcome to Good Morning SKN.
Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. So, were you nominated for this award? Did you have to apply? Tell us the process.
No, I did not apply. I did not apply. Honestly, I did not even know about the organization. One day I checked my email and I realized that I had an email with the nomination asking if I would be willing to accept.
Okay.
Yes.
So that was a lovely surprise, Shobina.
Yes, it was. It was shocked.
There you go, because that was my actual next question. So when you heard, what did you do? You screamed? What did you do?
Well, I called my best friend, of course.
There you go.
And I let her know. I sent her a screenshot. I sent it to my staff. And we were all very excited about it.
Nice. Yeah. Okay.
So what does this award mean to you?
Going forward?
It means a lot, actually, because it's showing me, normally people would say, oh, people talk about you behind your back, and it means something negative. But in this light, it actually showed me that, yeah, people are talking, and it's not in a negative light, it's something positive. And here I am making a positive impact in the cosmetic industry, in the science field, helping to heal people. I never expected that my business would have transcended as far as it did, so I was shocked. I was shocked.
Yes, and this gives you recognition, as you said, internationally. Yes. So let's hope your products go as far as they can. So let's talk about the products now. What type of products do you make?
All right, so I actually did not think about bringing the products to the interview, but I had one in the vehicle. And this is the Coffee Herbal Hair Oil. This one is for hair growth. So males, female, children, if you are going bald, if you would have lost hair, whether it's through medical issues, alopecia, whatever issue, whether it's traction alopecia where you pull your hair out using wigs and weaves or whatever issue, that oil is what started it all. And that is what led to us being here. That is the hair growth oil. We sell a wide variety of products that caters to your overall health, the health of the skin, the hair, the body,
So without giving too much away, can you tell us maybe some of the ingredients for the same hair oil that you were holding up for us? Of course, you can't give us the amounts, etc. But what are some of the key ingredients that adds to help person's hair growth?
Okay, so if you would purchase the product, you would realize that it has all ingredients, and that is listed for a very specific reason. Just in case somebody is allergic to something, and for transparency. Yes, I wouldn't put the actual formulation because I wouldn't want to give that away. Some of the key ingredients are actually found right here in St. Kitts and Nevis. Like, for example, when it was mango season, I had the mango seeds dried and I had the seeds turned to powder.
Wow.
And I have it infused in this oil. It also has in amla, fenugreek, coffee. It's a coffee herbal hair oil. So just know it has in over 25 ingredients that are geared towards hair growth,
Nice.
Yes.
So are most of your ingredients sourced right here in St. Kitts and Nevis?
Most of them. Like, for example, I don't just have oils, I actually have soaps as well. And I try to go out into the community, into the forest, into the bushes.
Yeah, that's great.
I look for herbs that, I can ethically source, meaning that once I pick them, they are not going to die. I'm not going to cause deforestation. I try to pick, leaves from trees that there is a lot. I try to grow what I can grow. There are some that I have to import because we don't grow them here. And like, if I know that they have a specific reason, like, for example, in my women's tea, I'm talking about something different, but there's a herb called mugwort and motherwort, which is very, very good for women's health. We don't grow it here, but we have a family to it that's grown here, and I have that included in the tea as well. So certain things I cannot find here, so I look for ethical, organic sources where I can find them.
Oh, great. So you mentioned teas. Now you have to tell us about that.
Yes. So I have a women's tea, and that is geared to helping a woman with various issues. So if you have menstruation cramps, if you have problems, getting pregnant or staying pregnant, this tea is very good for you. If you are someone who suffers with yeast infection, this tea will also help. And I have had, a lot of reviews on this tea, and we actually have a native radiance baby on the way. Not me, I'm not pregnant, but we have a customer.
One of your clients, yes. Oh, this is so sweet.
Yes.
So I hope that baby gets the name Native Radiance.
Or just Radiance. That is so lovely. And I love the concept of the tea, because we all know that females have certain issues, as you mentioned, when it comes to our reproductive organs. So, oh my goodness, that is such great news. But you know what, Shabina? We are going to have to take a short commercial break, but don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
I going out tonight. I got a hot date. He older than me, but I don't care. I like what he telling me. He say I look sweet and ting. What? You want me go home with him? Nice. Boy, I wonder if I'm ready for this. I notice he ain't got a condom, but I gonna go ahead, see? He might think me ain't like him or trust him. Plus, this my first time. Nothing gonna happen to me. Lord, how could I let this happen? I ain't ready for no child. Who can support me and my child? My man gone jail and mommy and daddy said they ain't gonna help. I all on my own. How could I be so careless? I wish I could go back to that now. But my education on hold. How could I let this happen? Don't let this happen to you. Contact the Department of Gender Affairs to find out about confidential offices and personnel available to answer questions about your sexuality or pre- or postnatal concerns.
This message was brought to you by Project Viola through the Department of Gender Affairs with support from the Basic Needs Trust Fund and the Caribbean Development Bank.
no cash, no card, no problem. Jad, embrace the freedom.
Welcome back to Good Morning SKN. We are speaking with Shabana Prince, the owner of Native Radiance, and she is the Caris Coast Person of the Month. Now, Shabana, in the break, we were talking about the fact that you are based on our sister island of Nevis. Do you have somewhere where those of us who live in St. Kitts can get your products?
Oh, sorry, a call came in at the same time and blocked me from hearing what you were saying, yes.
Okay, no problem. I was saying that during the break, we spoke with you about the fact that you are based in Nevis, our sister island, and we were wondering if we can get our products over here in St. Kitts as well.
Yes. So in St. Kitts, I have Native Radiance has an outlet. It's at Fashion 2020. And Fashion 2020 is across the street from the Polo Company on the corner of 4th and Central Street. So that is the outlet. You can also get products at Farm Care. I think Farm Care has 2 locations at Bird Rock and on 4th Street. And you can get products at Value Mart. That's for St. Kitts.
Nice. And we know that you're going to be doing this internationally. Have you had any clients from overseas? Tell us about that.
Overseas? Okay, so I have shipped to France, I've shipped to Africa, I've shipped to Canada, to Caribbean islands. I have a website. You can find us at www.nativeradiance.com. And the good thing about that is the products are already in America. So once you order, you will get your products in 2 to 3 business days, depending on where you are.
Nice. You got it well organized, girl. Organized. You
Thank
girl.
So, Shabana, tell us what exactly is the mission of your business?
The mission? Okay, so the mission of my business is for people to realize that you can be healed, whether it's internally, externally, using herbs, herbs have Ayurvedic properties that are healing for the hair, for the skin. Like growing up, I never thought that I would be able to formulate products to regrow hair. Like you would go to the supermarket and you would see big brands selling products that were super expensive to regrow your hair. And the thing about that is once you use them, you always have to use them. And if you stop, all the hair that was touched would fall off.
That is true.
Because it's synthetic. It's not, good for the body. And so after I realized that, herbs has the power to heal and help, I decided that that is the route that I was going to go, especially to help with my own personal issues that I had.
Okay, so does Ayurvedic mean healing? What do you mean when you say that?
Okay, so that is an actual Indian term, and it means that plants, nature, has everything. There's a balance that you can find in plants and in nature. And so once you blend these components properly, you can have healing. And there are some things that you don't use in Ayurveda because, it might bring inflammation into the body. And then there are some things that you use because it takes inflammation out. And so once you get that balance, then you are able to use the herbs effectively. Now, I didn't always know this, So it's a learning process.
So, Shabana, you mentioned you used your product. Well, you started your product because you were experiencing certain illnesses. Is that the reason why you formulated your first cosmetic product?
Yes. Okay. Yes. Yesterday we celebrated World Lupus Awareness,
Yes.
And 2 years ago, I had a baby. And after I had the baby, I started getting inflammation in my body, a lot of swelling, my hair fell out. I couldn't really walk, I couldn't use my hands. The doctors thought that, well, my doctor, after doing some tests, he said that the inflammation level in my body was elevated. So I had to he sent me to a doctor in St. Kitts, an internist.
Okay.
And he was very thorough. He did a long family check. And I found out that lupus was in my family. A lot of my family members had lupus. I had an aunt that died from lupus. I have nieces, cousins that have lupus. And that was one of the things that the doctors thought that I had, because all of my symptoms were presenting like lupus. But it turned out, praise God, it was not lupus, but it was that fear that led me to doing the test. It turned out to be a bacteria that was resistant to antibiotics. Because I was in the hospital for a very long time. So that resistance to antibiotics caused my body to have inflammation. And so I had a 1-inch patch going straight across to the front of my head. Yeah. And so I had to find a solution. I tried different things and nothing worked. So I did research and I formulated a product. I tried it on myself. Tried it on my best friend. I tried it on friends and family, and it worked.
I can see that. We can see that.
Their results. Yeah, people saw their results and asked, and I started to formulate to sell. But it wasn't easy. The startup wasn't easy because people were not receptive.
Okay.
I gave a lot of products away so that people could try it, and over time, with consistency and with, of course, customers talking about it, people were able to come on board.
Lovely.
That's really key. And so you, of course, invite your customers to go online and comment and give you ratings and so forth. Do you do that?
Yes. Well, my customers, they actually sent me before and after pictures.
Nice.
I don't even have to really ask. They are very willing to share their experience. You can find hundreds of before and after pictures on my Facebook page.
So tell us about that then. Tell us how our viewing audience can then connect with you in all of your different ways of reaching out to you to buy products, to say how they have improved due to our products. Tell them how they can reach you.
Okay, so you can reach me personally at 664-9317. That is my personal number. I have no problem with customers or anyone reaching out to me once it's a respectable time, of course. You can reach me at my business, 668-3641. Sorry, 668-3641, and that is my business at the Artisan Village. You can get us at that number anytime between 9 a.m. and 5:30 p.m. On Facebook, it's Facebook/Native Radiance. You can also find us on Instagram. Yes, and the actual store locations that you can find our products in Nevis are Volumat, City Drugstore, Eureka's Health and Medical Services, and Divine Beauty Cosmetics.
Nice. Shabana, it's been a pleasure speaking you here on Good Morning with you on Good Morning SKN, and we see why you won that award. Congratulations again.
Thank you.
Because we can see you put your heart and your soul and your research into your business. So thank you too. And it's been our pleasure having you. And hey, continue to get to places, and we're gonna talk to you again, I'm sure.
And congrats to the mom with the Native Radiance baby.
Thank you.
All right, take care.
All right, bye.
Bye.
Have a good one.
And we'll be right back.
You can lower your salt intake by reducing salty foods, removing table salt, and using salt alternatives when cooking.
I wear a mask because I want to protect my child, but also I want to protect his classmates and his teachers.
I wear a mask because I care about the frontline workers who will have to work even harder if those around me get sick.
I wear a mask to protect my family. I wear a mask to protect you. I wear a mask because it is the right thing to do.
I wear a mask because I don't want to put any vulnerable individuals at risk, like my elderly loved ones.
I wear a mask because
we are all in this together.
And we're back on Good Morning SKN. It's time to hop into our time machine and go back a few decades to talk about popular toys and games from the 80s and 90s.
Toys.
Do you remember any?
Honestly, I didn't have much of those. I think I was more of a reader at that stage in time. I had, of course, dolls.
Barbie? Not really.
No, it wasn't Barbie. I'm a little older than that.
Don't tell them.
And in those days, you know, it's only if somebody sent you a barrel or something like that, and they had like those brand name
stuff in there.
Kind of dolls in there.
Okay.
So Barbie did exist, of course, but it's those who were able to get somebody to send them a Barbie, or if it was bought here, you know, it was expensive.
Or a generic Barbie. How about that?
Oh, generic Barbie.
As soon as you touch her, you have to pick up the phone.
Yes, I remember that. So, and what I did do with the dolls, you know, you play house, of course, but I loved doing their hair. So I would always, you know, plait and learn how to braid, you know, rope, guinea.
You put in ponytails?
Of course.
How long did your doll manage to maintain its hair? Would it have need the coffee growth oil? Just saying.
You made me cough. No. About 6 months before she got a nice haircut. You know,
nice haircut.
Yeah, a nice haircut. You know, nice in my opinion. I don't know about anybody else, but yeah. So you know, it was fun playing with the dolls.
It was. Look
and
at that.
I also tried, you know, doing their
makeup or
making their clothing. Sorry.
Okay. Look at that. You remember that?
Of course, Slinky.
Everybody had a Slinky.
I think everybody had a Slinky.
Yeah.
Even remember the song?
Slinky. Just put it and have it just walk down the stairs.
Yeah, put it on the top.
Who came up with that ingenious idea though?
I have no idea, but that was a cool toy for real.
Oh, I don't know this being a
cube.
These are for the smarties. I'm not saying I'm not smart, but no.
And it's in here. It had a resurgence.
Okay.
My children have a Rubik's Cube.
And they get it sorted out all the time?
No.
That's the thing with that. It's a bit too hard. Maybe I'll try it one day, but not today. Yeah. Barbie.
Here's Barbie.
And look at the hair.
Yeah, the hair that I cut.
Look at the hair, yeah.
So, those things there, the
Etch-a-Sketch.
Etch-a-Sketch.
You remember that? I don't recall that
Yes. I think on one of my trips to the Virgin Islands, my cousin had an Etch-a-Sketch.
So how does that work?
You sketch something or you write whatever you want on it, and then you can erase it. There's this kind of thing you pull across.
Oh, I remember.
It erases it.
Sketch? I didn't remember the name.
And then
okay.
And then you can write. You write as many times as you like, and then bring it back.
Wow. This is really Throwback Thursday. Ooh, look.
Oh yeah. You know that has never gone out.
But I have not seen one in forever. Have you?
Value Mart still has yo-yos.
Where? No, you're gonna make me go Value Mart and
go. Lord, we're giving them free publicity. We're advertising for them. But anyway, yes, because my girls got one the other day.
Oh,
yeah,
nice.
And then yo-yos are always fantastic. Yeah. Because you can learn to do tricks with them.
Yeah.
I think at one point I knew how to do the swinging one. But that was
You since
ages
lost
ago.
that.
Of course, but I still know how to make it go up
and down. Yeah, of course.
Yeah,
and
but
walk the yo-yo,
tricks,
pull
no.
the yo-yo back.
So at one point there actually were competitions.
Yeah, they were.
About doing tricks with the yo-yo.
The
So
US
I don't know if
always
they
had
still have
competitions for something.
I don't know if they still do those kind of competitions.
Wow.
It would be interesting to find out.
It would be interesting to find out. So what is the next toy we will discover? Oh.
It's a Beyblade.
Is that so old? Because I don't think that is too old because that's kind of new age. I think old would be.
So did you have one then?
Beyblades?
Yes.
No, but my cousins and my little brother and stuff would play with that, so that means that's not that old. I'm thinking like Barbies, like the checkers, the checkers with the marbles or the pin checkers or stuff like that. Those are the old toys.
So what exactly do you do with a Beyblade?
You attach it to something and then you pull it, and then they're basically fighting them against each other to see whose Beyblade beats the other.
You know, I didn't know what that was, right?
Yeah, it's new age. It's not from our time. It's
I've heard
new.
the name.
Yeah.
But I did not know what it is or what it does. So that's actually the first time I'm seeing a Beyblade.
Beyblade, yeah. Look at that.
Foosball. You know where they used to do that on Friends. Remember the sitcom?
Yeah. Oh man, they have that. Yeah.
And the foosball thing, and I think they actually have an animation with it now where it's as though the different characters on the table, they come out.
Yes.
There is a cartoon that they have now like that. So foosball is still the thing. Imagine you making a ton
of noise with that table because you're trying to pull. I remember the one too that you slid across the table. You know, remember the one you slid across and then you had to block and see who can get this into the hole. You remember that one? Oh, look at that. Remember that? Trying to catch these. Oh my God! Trying to get the rings on the thing inside.
Different versions of them. Yeah.
I think they still have those in toys that the kids get in party bags because I would have seen my niece.
Right, in the smaller version with less rings. Yes, I know exactly what you're talking about.
That was fun.
Yeah, and it's challenging too because you're trying to make sure you can
exactly get the rings
on the ring in on top of it. Yeah, that was cool. I remember that.
Connect 4, not too old but fairly new. What do you think?
Too old.
Yeah.
And there's the electronic version to that. I can't remember the name right now, but there's a game where you line up the things.
No, I'm thinking something else.
And you line up the figures and the stuff like that. Yeah, but yeah, that is a forerunner to that.
And remember,
Connect
Mr.
4.
Hanley said they'll be having a big Connect 4 at one of the events in Nevis. So imagine a giant size one that you're dropping in the chips. We need to go to Nevis. We need to go.
Yeah, it's
Look
always
fun.
Rock'em sock'em.
I remember that.
Never had one.
Imagine we had to put so much effort into playing these games and we thought they were fun, huh?
So the Rock'em sock'em, you just try to...
In boxing, just like the Beyblade, but the Beyblade is the newer version of something like this where you spend more time... Listen,
sounds like fun. It does sound like fun.
What about the Magic 8 Ball? I remember that game, but my mom told me not to play that game because she thought it was evil.
What is it?
Yeah, is you shake it and it tells you what to do.
Oh.
Yeah, but my mom...
So why 8? It has 8 things that you can be told to do?
I am not sure, but the fact that it's a black ball and it's an 8 ball, I don't know. She said don't play that game.
Yeah, some games are demonic. We know about the Ouija board.
The Ouija board, Look! Your daughters have one of that?
Or was it me?
Easy Bake. Easy Bake was big.
Yes.
Easy Bake was big.
Yeah,
Viewers, do you remember these toys? Tell us if you do, please. Oh my gosh.
And those were popular in the 80s and 90s. Play-Doh. And you know Play-Doh is still popular, right?
Still popular, yeah.
Again, because you can use your imagination and create whatever.
Build whatever. And remember they eventually built machines to go with the Play-Doh, so you could have squeezed them out, turned them to ice cream.
Yes.
Oh man, growing up was fun in my time. Yeah, still in.
Something that children can find fun in.
Yep. Do we have any more toys? How about the old-time Nintendo? How about the old-time checkers? Marbles, look.
Oh, marbles. Never go out.
in Guyana, we normally ate this thing called owaro. And then when it's done, you have a black seed inside, and that's what we use for marbles, not these fancy ones. Until we elevated to the fancy ones. But we used to take our big round seed and just be hitting each other marbles to see. We had holes, we had to hit it out the holes, and whoever hit the most marbles won. But they made a song like clack. Yeah, so that
just like the marbles.
That was the fun. Louder than the marbles.
Louder.
That was the fun part of it.
And marbles was something that the older generation always used to do too.
Yeah.
Because, it's outdoor, you go outside and big competition. And they used to try and take each other's marbles.
Yeah, so who goes on with the big bag.
To see who gets the most marbles, and then somebody always end up crying because somebody got with the marbles.
All the marbles are gone.
Yeah, marbles were the thing back then.
Marbles
further back then than the 80s and 90s, even further back.
I don't think the kids play with them now. Now we use them as decorations, right? Yeah, they don't play with them anymore.
To
they
go
got
down
a tablet.
This
is them all day, every day on their tablet.
Yep. But they still, we still have them, as you said,
decorations. Yeah, we could tell them about it.
Yeah.
This is what we played.
Yeah, but further back, that was it. Oh, and of course we have the beautiful
I love the cartoon. I actually grew up on the cartoon. I love I think I want that bear, the blue one though. I like his expression.
I like the blue one.
Yeah, remember he was always vexed. He was always had a cloud.
He always had a cloud over.
Yeah.
But mine was the pink one. I like the pink one. Oh, the contents here, it was great going down.
It was great. I enjoy that one with the toys. So, viewing audience at home, you can let us know which toy you enjoyed or liked the most, and we would advise that you not go anywhere. Good Morning SKN will continue. Stay tuned.
Everyone is encouraged to adopt a healthy and positive approach to daily life. Here are a few friendly reminders.
When you go to the local market and food vendors, remember to maintain a social distance of 6 feet or 2 meters apart. And always wear your mask.
Always keep your hands clean. Wash your hands with soap and water or use an alcohol-based hand sanitizer.
When dining, choose restaurants with staggered seating. This will lower the risk of transmission.
If you have a fever, cough, or other respiratory symptoms, please wear a mask and seek medical care immediately. Rest at home and do not visit the food vendors, local markets, or restaurants.
I wear a mask because I want to protect my child, but also I want to protect his classmates and his teachers.
I wear a mask because I care about the frontline workers who will have to work even harder if those around me get sick.
I wear a mask to protect my family. I wear a mask to protect you. I wear a mask because it is the right thing to do.
I wear a mask because I don't want to put any vulnerable individuals at risk, like my elderly loved ones.
I wear a mask because
we are all in this together.
When growing your savings, where you save matters more than you think. Dare to compare and see for yourself why you should start saving and investing at First Federal Credit Union. You don't have to settle for cents. Let your money make sense. Reap a higher return by stashing your cash in a high-yield savings account or term deposit and earn up to 4% interest on your money. At First Federal, we say yes.
Dreamy Decor specializes in flowers for all events, from birthdays to weddings and any other special occasion. What's a better way to express to the people you love than by providing the finest selection of beautiful flowers and gifts? So when you think of flowers, think of us, Dreamy Decor.
Welcome back to GMS SKN. Continue, we had so much fun in the last segment.
I know.
And we're going to continue the fun right now in Loosen Up.
We are loose.
So to do that, we will be playing a game of true
and
or
false. My favorite thing in school. Although always true.
Listen, you won me the last time. You're not going to get away with this again. So let's see. Bring it on!
Winner! Right here. The Great Wall of China is longer than the distance between London and Beijing.
I would say it is longer. So it will be true.
I would say false. Oh, she got it. Oh, she came with a vengeance today.
That's a great start.
All right. All right.
More to come. More to come.
M&M stands for Mars and Moordale. False. I don't know.
I think she got it. I'll say true anyway, just in case.
False it.
Yep, it was
M&M
false.
is something and something, but it's not Moordale.
No.
Mars and Murray.
Mars and Murray. And they're so cute.
I know, especially the green one.
Yeah.
Chocolate looks like the blue bear. She's got a grievance.
And this one, a lion's roar can be heard up to 8 kilometers away.
Yes, true.
False. Okay, no more for your content. No more.
I'm coming
No
to
more.
The atomic number for lithium is 17. False.
True.
I don't know, so that's why I said false.
And I think it was my turn.
It always, when you don't know, always say false.
Okay, the atomic number for lithium is 3. Nice.
I wonder how our viewing audience is doing on this game. I wonder who got all 3 correct
Let
so
us
far.
know.
Please do.
Vatican City is the smallest country in the world. False.
True. When you don't know, say the opposite. I didn't know. Is that true? Woo! I'm coming
no more
through.
For you, no more for
I'm
you.
coming through. Marrakesh is the capital of Morocco.
I would say true.
Falso. I'm coming to win.
Okay.
Jamie, look at me. Maintaining.
It's
Rabat.
false, Rabat.
Maintaining my
Okay.
championship.
No, Jamie, when you come back, you deal with Hortensia for me, okay? When you come back,
Jamie's gonna get beat.
just know you deal with
Jamie
Hortensia.
is gonna get beat.
Okay. Next one, in a deck of cards, the king initially had a mustache.
True? I'm not sure. When in doubt,
I
choose
think you're just
answer.
a good guesser. I think you're just a good guesser.
I did made my declaration at the beginning. And this is my favorite thing in school, true and false.
You did say that.
28 bones in the human foot. I don't know, so I'll say true.
False. Oh my God!
When
You were guessing and I was guessing and you got it. No.
I keep saying I don't know. I put my disclaimers out there and the universe works with me.
Okay, let's read the question first this time.
Oh, we did.
No, I mean for out loud. Okay. The letter D is between the letters F and G. No, I clicked it first. It's between.
Okay,
No, false.
True. False? A, B, C, D, E, F, G.
Yay.
Okay, yeah, correct.
That's why I stayed so long.
What?
I was saying my
S
alphabet.
and F on the key. Oh, that wasn't fair.
Camels have 3 sets of eyelashes. False.
True. That man had to deal with the desert. They had 3 sets of eyelashes. Yes.
I had no
They got to keep
idea.
all the sand. They got to keep all everything. So that's why, yeah.
Wow.
So I want camel eyelashes. Yeah.
Then ones that make them prettier?
Yeah.
Okay.
Imagine that big fluff to keep the sun away.
I know. See them blinking their eyelids.
Is that the end of the game? Is that the end? Am I declared the winner?
No more questions?
Oh, so the champion.
Double off for me.
The champion right here.
Okay, listen. I'm going to tell Jamie to win you good.
Okay, Jamie, come on down. I'ma still beat you. So at the end of that game, I have a whopping 8 points, and Alicia have the unique number of twins.
Show off. She said, hey, isn't she a show off?
So I hope our viewers at home played along, and I hope you got more than me or more than Alicia.
I don't think it takes much to get more than me, Hortensia. She is just rubbing salt into my wound. But hey, Jamie is going to get you for me.
Let's hope. So ladies and gentlemen, stay tuned. We will be back after this short break.
Where are you going? I just mopped the floor and now the chair leaving marks all over the place. Come on, go in bed, see? Sometimes I just can't take you on.
Violence is expressed in many ways. Most, unfortunately, go unreported or unaddressed for many reasons. If you or someone disabled is being abused, contact the police at 465-2241, social services at 467-1314, or the St. Kitts Nevis Association of Disabled Persons at 465-2151, 663-9077, or 663-4116. This message was brought to you by the Department of Gender Affairs in collaboration with the Pan American Health Organization, PAHO.
Self-health management refers to the measures people take to manage their own health. You and I should remember to wash hands often with soap and water, or use alcohol-based hand sanitizer. Avoid touching your eyes, mouth, and nose. Take your temperature morning and evening. Watch for symptoms. Persons with diabetes or hypertension are reminded to take your medication regularly as prescribed. If you have no symptoms, you may carry out your normal routine and boost your immune system. When you are outside, avoid public spaces and wear a mask at all times. If you develop symptoms, put on a mask and seek medical care. Do not take public transportation. Inform the doctor of your travel history, any contact with confirmed or suspected cases, your occupation, and whether anyone around you has similar symptoms. If you become ill, please rest at home. Wear a mask and isolate yourself from others in your household. If you share a bathroom, disinfect daily using 1 part bleach to 10 parts water. Everyone must work together to reduce the spread of the coronavirus.
Welcome back to GMSKN. And you know what? It's the time of the day when we let you know what's happening.
What's happening?
And so first off, we have International Nurses Day. Today is International Nurses Day. On this day, persons around the world celebrate the hard-working nursing professionals that play a key role in all medical institutions on an international scale.
Around the world.
Nurses are responsible for the welfare, safety, and recovery of patients. And today and every day, we honor them for their dedicated service. Happy International Nurses Day, nurses.
Ladies and gents.
This week is also Nevis Nurses Week, and today, in homage of International Nurses Day, they will be having a pop-up surprise or surprises at all health facilities. We had Nurse Sargent on here with us the other day.
Bright-eyed and bushy-tailed.
Yes,
yeah.
And they are really extremely hardworking because in addition to all of those hours, because you know they have to work in shift, they still have to go home and take care of their families. And they took us through that COVID experience. Some of them are still in the other countries, taking us through that whole COVID experience. So thank you very much, nurses, and happy International Nurses Day.
Happy.
And back to Nevis. Look out for those surprises. And if you come across a nurse today, say thank you for your service.
Oh, we appreciate you, nurses. We really do. We really do. We really do.
You really do.
Yeah. So continued Mother's Day celebrations. Why not? Every day is Mother's Day. Fun in the Saddle continues its Mother's Day special up until this Sunday, the 15th May 2022. Fun in the Saddle is a guided eco tour that takes you on a journey to experience the beauty and splendor of the natural environment on horseback. This is said to be an ideal activity for couples or families, as the breathtaking views create a perfect backdrop for your photos. Look at that, have fun on a horse. To continue your Mother's Day celebration, go for a horseback ride at Fun in the Saddle. Children and fathers pay, but mothers enjoy the ride absolutely free. They deserve it. Book now at Fun in the Saddle on Facebook or Instagram, or call 660-0711 or 668-8758.
So Fun in the Saddle.
Fun in the Saddle.
So you enjoy horseback rides. I'm wondering,
with a scenic view.
What about people like me who don't know how to ride a horse?
It's easy. What is it called? As the lady we had on from Nevis. I'm not getting.
Equestrian.
Equestrian. Yeah, she spoke about it. It's easy. You just step on. The first time I went on a horse, I had to relax because the guy was like, the horse can feel that you're nervous, and I did not want to have one of those cowboy moments where I couldn't hold on. So I relaxed, and then it was fun.
Oh.
Yeah, it was actually fun riding.
So I would love to do that. So
yeah,
maybe
you should go.
Head over. Yeah.
Kids of Alicia, husband of Alicia. She needs to do that.
That's the next thing we're gonna do when we go over to Nevis. Yeah. We love going to Nevis as a family. It's nice. Nevis nice.
Nevis nice.
So we now have Feel Good Fridays. Tomorrow is Feel Good Fridays, May 13th, from 6 p.m. until at Champions Bar at Port Zante. Drink specials such as Malibu and Pineapple and Campari will be $10 EC. Entertainment will be provided by DJ Bubbles, EK The Great Right Entertainment, and Sweet Sister Sensia, Triple S.
Triple S. Yeah, you got it.
You're looking for, so if you're looking for, as we say, a Friday night lime, go out to Champions Bar and enjoy the music and the vibes tomorrow, Friday 13th May, from 6 p.m.
Until, you know, we announced a candle making session for Mother's Day. When I was even poking fun, I passed here, right? And the yard was packed. I looked in the studio and it was packed. I was like, what? These people are serious about the candle making? I was actually shocked.
Candle making. I'm sure they had fun.
It was packed.
It was fun.
And because the studio was lit, you could have seen everybody. I was like, what? So I was like, wow.
Yeah, so, you know, there's things out there in St. Kitts to do. We definitely have things that are happening.
Yeah.
So even if you're overseas, make your flight arrangements. You can come and pay us a visit. And when you're here, you let us know all about it at Good Morning SKN. And Send us your photos of the sunrise.
The sunrise, your adventures while you were in St. Kitts.
Yes.
Yeah, all of that.
St. Kitts. And you know, we bring you every day some of the talent and the good creativity and the people that we have here in the Federation. This morning we had that natural products.
Yeah.
And I forgot the word, Ayurveda, in terms of the Indian. Ayurvedic, okay.
Yeah.
The Indian
these words.
Term. Yeah. That, you know, healing that goes back to natural, the natural. And here in St. Kitts and Nevis, we got the natural.
We got it.
And we got it right here on Good Morning SKN. So remember to follow us on our social media platforms, mainly Facebook, Instagram, and of course YouTube.
All that.
Studio 327 Inc. Like, subscribe, follow, and share.
And we always invite you to leave us a comment. Let us know what was your favorite part of today's show. All parts were my favorite. So this is where we say see you tomorrow at 8 a.m. when you will begin your morning with us right here at Good Morning SKN. Have a great day, guys. Remember to enjoy every moment.